What's up, bud? It's Rob, and in this video here, I'm gonna share with you exactly how to make money online in 2022. And I know that sounds like a really clickbaity title and a really clickbaity concept for a video, but I really have done this very well over the past 6 years. I've created 2 separate 6-figure businesses. One is a clothing brand doing $500,000 per year in sales, and another is this YouTube channel here that's also doing well over 6 figures in sales. 2 completely different audiences, 2 completely different niches, both equally successful, and it all comes back to exactly what I'm going to share with you in this video here. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to make money off of you from sharing this video here. I'm literally just sharing this insight with you because I think that it's going to offer you the most amount of value possible. So I think this video is going to be truly profound for you. It's going to really give you a whole new perspective on how to do this and how to really become successful for yourself and make a lot of money. Here it is. Before we get into the content here, this channel is sponsored by my buds over at BrandCrowd. BrandCrowd's a logo maker tool. You type in the name of the logo that you want to have made, hit enter, thousands of logos will come up. You choose the logo that you like, then you edit and refine that logo as long as you want for free until it's perfect for you. This is a logo I had made for my clothing brand using BrandCrowd. If you're interested, head over to brandcrowd.com/apparel success and you can get 66% off at checkout. All right, so something really interesting is on YouTube, one of the most frequently searched keyword phrases is how to make money online. Everybody wants to know, how do you make money online? And I want to start out this video by letting you know that the same way you make money online is the same way people have been making money traditionally in any type of business, through brick and mortar stores or, offering a service outside of online. It all comes back to offering value. And what I'm about to share with you here in this video is sort of these underground concepts that you just would never hear in the mainstream. And the reason why you wouldn't hear it in the mainstream is because in the mainstream, what they're pumping you is mostly to get you to be a consumer rather than a producer of value. So they're trying to get you to consume. And when all that you're doing is consuming all the time, you're not focused on producing value, because the only way that you're going to make money online is by producing value over and over again and creating something that people find value so that they'll exchange that value that you've created for the money that they've worked hard to earn. Now, I promise you by the end of this video, you're going to be satisfied. I'm going to give you practical advice on how you can build value for yourself and create value so that you can make money online. But first, I really want to drill in this concept of value and creating something of value and what even value is. It seems like something so obvious, so intuitive, but what I believe is that it's something that the mainstream has conditioned us out of. We're so focused on consumerism and on consuming for ourselves that we forget this idea of contributing. We forget this idea of offering value and creating value. And so I want to share with you a couple of examples of value and what that looks like so that you can really understand how this works on a legit primal level. So that when it comes to you creating a business, there's almost no room for failure because you're literally offering people value that they need, value that they want, and value that they're going to want to spend money on to consume for themselves. Now, the best way to explain this idea of value so that it's not just some abstract idea floating around in your head, but so that it really truly makes sense and it's grounded in the real world, is to relate it to survival and replication. So the most clear way to see value in the real world is in circumstances of survival and replication. If you were really, really hungry, you were almost at a point of starvation, and somebody, you were literally dying for food and somebody presented a pizza to you, that pizza would be so valuable to you and to your brain. And somebody could potentially, in that scenario, sell to you that pizza for $500 and you'd probably buy it because you're in a state of starvation. Or if you were really thirsty, you were walking through the desert and you're just extremely dehydrated, the water is going to be so valuable to you. And this is because it's for your survival. And it's a really clear way to see how people charge bottled water. They charge you for water because there's a scarcity of water. And the more scarce the resources are that you require for your survival, the more value that will be to you and the more you'll be willing to spend on it. And another really easy to understand example of value on this primal level that's really hardwired into us is replication. So for example, if you're a guy right now and you see a really pretty girl walk by, maybe your gaze just naturally goes to her and it lights up certain areas of your brain because that pretty girl could offer you on a very primal level a lot of value in terms of procreation, and I think you get the point. This is why they say in business, some of the best industries to get into are ones that hit on this idea of survival and replication because it's hardwired into us. This is why McDonald's, this like food, is such a huge business because it tastes so good and it lights up those receptors in us that's offering us extreme value on that biological level. Or, dating advice and things like that. It's such a huge industry because people want to learn so that they can get better, so that they can get more replication value out of their lives. Now, before I get too carried away into this whole idea of survival and replication, there are so many different ways that people receive value, can give value, that you can create value, and it's all sort of relative and moving. So even somebody offering you a smile throughout the day, that might be something that, you find really valuable. It sort of lifts you up, makes you feel a lot better. Or, if you leave a nice comment on these videos, it really does truly offer me value. I feel appreciated. I feel like you're getting a lot of value out of this, and it really creates a feedback loop for me to want to keep creating content for you. And the reason why I had to explain this idea of value so deeply to you is because in order to make money online, you are going to have to be providing value to people. And this is a complete 180-degree flip from how most people live their lives. Most people aren't living their lives in service of other people and trying to help other people and offer the most amount of value they can. They're living their lives based on trying to consume for themselves and get for themselves. And as long as you're in this mindset of trying to get for yourself and trying to make as much money as you possibly can for yourself, you're not in the right mindset to be making any significant amount of money at all. It doesn't matter whether it's online or if it's not online and it's in some sort of thing that you're trying to create to make money. So getting you outside of this idea of consuming yourself and getting you more into this producing mindset and understanding that this isn't some trick and it's not some woo-woo idea, that this is literally how you do it. Like, this is the only way to make a lot of money and is to actually contribute a lot of what you have to offer. It's a perfect win-win scenario. When you're contributing to the world a lot and you're giving a lot, it comes back to you a lot. People get a lot, you're giving a lot of value, and you're also getting a lot. And that's a perfect loop for you to be in. And that's why it's so beautiful to become an entrepreneur and to actually build a business, is that you're able to offer your unique talents, your unique skills, and reap a lot of money and receive a lot of money at the exact same time. Now, I know that there's a group of people watching this video that likely this doesn't resonate with, and they really can't let this idea land that they actually have to offer value in order to make money. And so they probably clicked off this video already, and they're probably watching another video that's trying to scam or something to make money quickly or something like that because they just want to consume themselves. But for those of you who I still have here who are still interested in this, I really want to get into how you can actually find out what your skills are, find out what your talents are, and legit make this happen and create a business online that just crushes and makes you a lot of money and offers a lot of value at the same time. And there's a principle that I want to share with you here called ILT. And what ILT stands for is it's invest, learn, teach. The reason why so many people, when they first start up their first business, aren't able to do it successfully is because they don't have enough experience in anything. They don't have enough skills in anything that can truly offer people enough value. And so in this principle, invest, learn, teach, you first, in order to make a lot of money, you have to invest in yourself and invest in experiences and invest in something so that you can gain enough experience and knowledge to eventually teach it to somebody else. And also through that period of investing and trying to build something and trying to grow something for consumers, you're going to potentially build something that people will find value in. So it's really through this investing of your own effort and investing of your own time into learning and creating and building that you're not only going to build enough knowledge so that you can teach and share with the world and make money that way, but you can also potentially build something through that investment of time, through that effort that you're putting in, that will help make you money and help you create a business that's successful. So check this out. The way that I've made money online, the way that I've built my businesses to be successful is through this principle of invest, learn, teach. First, before I was teaching, I invested. I tried to build a clothing brand. I did build a clothing brand. I put in years of work learning the ins and outs of building a clothing brand. Blood, sweat, and tears. That experience, real experience building up a brand that became successful. And through all of that grinding, through all that investing, I built up a clothing brand to doing close to $500,000 per year in sales. That's thriving, that's getting orders coming in every single day in numbers. And through doing that, through investing and taking the time to do that, I learned so much, and I continue to learn so much, and I teach it right here on this YouTube channel. And I share it all with you to make your journey a lot easier. And they're different forms of value. I wouldn't have this value, this knowledge to share with you and this experience to share with you if I hadn't gone through that period of investment. So it's not just about coming on here and teaching you how to make money online when I've never made a cent online other than teaching you how to make money online. It's literally about putting in the time to invest into something where you learn so much and you potentially build something that's very successful, so that not only is that thing successful, but you learn so much from it that you can then teach and offer even more value into the future. So that is the blueprint for how to make money online. Until you invest your own time, your own efforts into creating something and producing value rather than just consuming, you won't have anything to offer people. You don't have anything to offer until you're in this producing standpoint. And it's all through this attempt and intention to produce that you build all of your knowledge, you gain all of your experience, and you can potentially create something incredibly valuable for other people. And when you do that, the universe, I don't normally talk like this, tends to just give back to you. Okay? And it's not even the universe, it's a science as well. Like, when you give, when you create something that people want, then they'll be willing to spend money on it. But until you do that, there's no secret formula. There's no little thing that you can do if you don't have any experience and if you've never done this before. You just have to get your feet wet and do it. This video here was made with no script, no notes. It's all me just talking off the top of my head on this because it's come from my own past, my history, my experience growing my own businesses and doing all of this. And what I'm doing for you right now, just as an example so that you can learn on a whole bunch of different levels in this video, is I'm literally producing for you. I'm not in a consuming mindset. I'm not trying to take right now. I'm trying to give, and I'm trying to help you as much as possible, because I know that that's when it just tends to come right back, right? By me producing for you, maybe at a bare minimum, you hit the like button or you hit the subscribe button, right? And that's it coming back to me, and that's growing my audience, and that's building me up, and it's a win-win scenario, right? It's the absolute best way to live. And I really hope that this video just gave you so much knowledge, gave you so much insight into the importance of taking action for the sake of taking action itself, to gain knowledge and to gain experience, so that future you has so much more to offer. And that's how you end up making money online. That's how you'll end up reaping a ton of benefits in the future. And so I really hope that you enjoyed.